intro.
Hello everybody, it is Mads the Crazy here,
And cause
and we're here with Cosimoto.
I'm trying to do that thing where you always interrupt me when I.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
I just realized you said Cosimoto.
Yep, I did. You're still, because I'm that type of level of person I know. Okay.
Like you're doing the intro.
Okay, and so today we are talking about the Captain Marvel movie and what we thought about it. And this is going to be our review
We
of
saw it together.
Yeah, we did, along with one other person who, sadly, we didn't
not
ask
going
to
to
join us. Because, I don't know, why didn't we ask her to join us?
Well, I don't think she has a channel, or at least she wouldn't be interested.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, anyway, so that's that's fine. Okay, so we should probably talk about how the story went. So should we do should we do a spoiler-free review or no?
If you want to do a non-spoiler and spoiler review video, I'm completely fine with that. Like two
Alright.
videos.
Okay.
I usually do that.
That's fair. So I think this one, I think what we'll probably end up doing is we're doing like an edit when we edits the spoiler review to be spoiler free, or should we do two?
That'll be way too confusing for me to edit.
Okay, so we'll do two separate videos then.
I'll just do two. What do you want to start with?
Let's do. I kind of want to do spoiler first, that way I can get that out of the way.
Yeah, let's do spoiler first so we can get everything out.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've got a list here of what we're going to talk about. We got 10 points and maybe on the way there that might extend. You never know.
Yeah. So
the first point is a storyline, and then in brackets on its own. So
yeah, because Nick already knows my response to the storyline in the MCU. Anyway, so on its own, the storyline is actually pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, in its own, this is in its own movie, not connected to Endgame or Infinity War or anything. Just as its own movie.
As its own standalone movie, it is pretty decent.
It kind of reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy, as I mentioned to you. It felt a little bit like Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor to me.
And as I mentioned in response, it felt like they were doing like shot for shot, like parts of different movies, like Iron Man, the Avengers as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of Iron Man feels in there.
Yeah, and Captain America feels as well.
Especially when she went all Super Saiyan. The GIF in there. GIF, I don't know.
GIF, who cares? Anyway. So then up next, so what we're talking about.
Oh wait, yeah. So wait. Storyline of its own. I quite liked it.
It was quite good. It's quite good.
And wasn't Marvel's best movie ever made, but it wasn't their worst.
It's definitely not their worst. But it is like in my, I'd say my top, like I say 7, my top 7, I'd say.
There for me. It's at least in the top 10 for me.
Yeah. Okay, and then so we should probably go. Is it a good superhero movie?
Yeah, next point, is it a good superhero movie? So first was, is it a good movie on its own?
Yeah.
And now we're talking about, is it a good superhero movie?
This is tricky. Because for me, I think it does better as like not a superhero movie.
I think it could have been.
I mean, it was a great movie.
It could have been a good movie even without a superhero, like a good like war movie or something. Because she's like, or whatever.
Yeah, and it's got like that sort of like strength to it as well. I thought not to be, but it works as a superhero movie. Does it? But like, is it a good superhero movie? It depends.
I mean, like it's like, was Green Lantern a good superhero movie?
Well, no, I think that's a bad comparison. I think that's a bad comparison.
Yeah. Is like our opinions, and in this like video, Matt and I would probably have different opinions to each other.
Yeah, we have, because I think I've mentioned this to you personally, so I am a massive fan of like particular parts of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, like I'm a big fan too, but unlike me, you've read the comics.
I've read some comics, yes.
That's what I meant. You've read comics.
I've read comics. I read comics a lot.
Do my research about the comics.
Okay, number 3. I think so. Both of us personally know what we think about this one, but the acting.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, good superhero movie. Yeah, I guess at points.
It was at points it was a good superhero movie. Otherwise, it was a good empowering movie.
You're missing like at the end of all the points. We gotta like do a review on the point.
Well, some of the points. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, never done a review before. This is first for me.
Number 3 is acting. Like, was the acting good? How was the acting?
Certain people were good. Other people were just what?
I'm gonna be completely honest. Like the actress, what's her name? Brie. I'm gonna Google this real quick.
Yeah, I don't know her name either.
Captain Marvel. Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson, the girl who plays as Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been better because.
Yeah, I mean.
Same expression.
Yeah, there were very few facial expressions that she did demonstrate.
Yeah, she had like a handful of.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, so like, but there were like times where like her facial expressions were like the main like point of the movie, and that I felt was weird when half the time she barely showed any.
During the scene where she got her powers, where she shot that energy thing.
Gosh,
and giving her powers.
That scene was so freaking weird, though.
Like that was a pretty weird scene, but in my opinion, that had good facial expressions in it. Because like she had like a confused face. She was like, "What's happening to me?" And then she's like, "Whoa!"
And then passes out. Yeah. I mean, as to be fair. So overall, acting, yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, like 90% of the time, looks like he was trying to hide in laughter.
Yeah.
Like he was about to burst out laughing any second.
I can imagine like the bloopers for that already, just like him laughing every single second. I specifically like thinking him laughing where like oh, I shouldn't spoil it, but I mean it happens at the real start.
It's a spoiler review.
Oh yeah, that's right. So right at the start of the movie, also, Coulson gets impersonated, right? Like I imagine like when Coulson calls, when Coulson calls in and is like, hey, where's everybody gone? I'm still at the Blockbuster. Like, hey, I imagine like Samuel L. Jackson laughing his head off.
Yeah, with his like laugh.
Cause like
I love the track.
Like, as I mentioned to Nick, like Clark Gregg like has this like comedic like voice tone where like he doesn't like he sounds like he's almost like the innocent funny dude. Like he doesn't know he's being funny, but he is funny.
Yeah.
Like that's who Clark Gregg is to me, but like I know he knows he's funny. Like that's the thing, right?
It's like one of those people that can make a good joke and then just keep in the laughter and just stay in character.
Yeah.
Joke's way better.
That's him.
When the person who tells the joke, but people, which makes it so much better.
I just love like Clark Gregg as like a Phil Coulson comedian. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And like I went like because I've seen the entire Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series. So I went into the movie and like because the last couple seasons were like building up to like the Kree. When I saw them, I was like, "That's Kree." Okay. Also, to mention while on the topic of Kree, they felt like really weak in this movie. Like in the series, they're much stronger. Like demonstrated to be much stronger. Hey, but at least their values haven't changed. They're still trying to kill everything by taking over the universe.
I'm just googling Kree right now. Is that the Skrulls?
No, those are like the bad guys who I kept saying, aren't they supposed to be blue?
Oh, the ones that were on Captain Marvel's side for a bit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were some of them reminded me of Thor's friends.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me. And I think it's
He
probably because I
has
haven't
the
seen
good
all
name
the
of
Thor
like
movies
Guardians of
yet.
the Galaxy and Thor.
Yeah, mainly because I haven't seen all the Thor movies yet. I've mainly just seen Thor Ragnarok, and I saw a bit of The Dark World. I got bored of that movie.
You gotta watch Thor. That was all right, but
Mm.
it was like
I mean, no disrespect.
up review, not Thor.
Okay. Anyway.
Wait, are we still on? Oh yeah, we're still on acting. Since we're on acting, yeah, the main scroll guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure about um, the main like scroll villain.
Hmm.
To me, he was very weak on facial expressions, almost as weak as Brie Larson.
Well, he was weak until like he met his family, which I thought was actually really clever.
Yeah.
And like to me that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because like he's pretending to be like this badass who shows no emotion and whatsoever until he meets his family, and he goes this massive soft dude.
But like he literally had no emotion in not showing emotion.
No,
Me at least.
I think it was nailed
And then
quite well. And like considering the fact that they're meant to be like pretty much actors anyway, I think they were quite good. Skulls being shapeshifters, of course.
so is that? I guess that's it for acting. Okay, acting.
Acting
I
had some good people, had
think
some people that probably could improve. But overall did not taint the experience too much. So it wasn't like jarring bad acting, it was just acting that wasn't great.
it was better than Green Lantern.
Yeah. Okay, a minute. Oh, it's the
The thing
scrolls.
about it
Okay,
is,
that's
it
why
felt
it's
like Green
fucking
Lantern.
out.
Number 4, origin of the characters.
Hmm.
Guess this could also fit with
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury with his eye.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of funny to know how he lost his eye, which
And I was joking too mad for weeks. They're like, oh, I bet you the cat
I
got his
bet you
eye
the
out.
cat
And
would
I was
scratch his
just
eye
joking.
out. And he was just, yeah, it just happens to be the
There's
cat.
no way that he'd
To
cut
be
his eye.
to be fair, that cat is the real MVP of that movie.
I feel like they only added that for a joke and like not the actual
That's not the actual reason.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't read the comics. I don't know if that's how he actually loses his eye. I'm a big fan of how it happened. I like the scene. The scene was pretty funny.
Yes.
But
Well,
like
okay, for me, I feel like the cat scratching his eye out was kind of added on. It felt tacked on.
it was kind of like forced in. Like
Yeah,
they wrote the script.
and then
Crap, we
decided,
didn't cut his eye out, and then in the middle of filming, they were like, "All right, let's just get the cat to cut his eye out now."
yeah, that's how it felt to me. I'm also,
Same.
yeah, oh, so it was just me, yeah. Because, like, it's, like, this entire, like, movie, it was showing that, like, the cat was, like, super duper friendly, and then it becomes, like, this monster thing, and then it becomes super duper friendly again. Then suddenly just scratches out his eye.
It like
I don't know.
it was
It didn't
weird.
even to me, it wasn't even, like, filmed properly either, in that scene.
It's weird because it seemed like they just squeezed that in,
Mm.
but at the same time, it also felt like it was so obvious it was going to happen by the start of the
Yeah.
bonding. So it was really weird. Like it was a mixture between they squeezed it in and a mixture between they squeezed it in.
I think
Like so
what it should be, what it could be, is too much foreshadowing, and then they forgot to like actually include it, and they're like, okay, quick, we
yeah,
gotta put it in. That's what it felt like to me. Like they
But
foreshadowed
yeah,
the
we
entire
forgot to
thing
do that.
and then forgot to do it.
Like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and then they got distracted, and they're like, "Oh crap! Oh, we can't go back now. Let's just do it now."
Yeah.
So that's Nick Fury with his eye.
And then we should talk about Carol's origins, which I think well they're okay. To say that Carol's origins were the main point of the story is an understatement. But also it was done quite well, I will say. It was done really well to be how they told her origins.
And I like how origin movies like Batman Begins, Superman, Batman, all that, it takes like for the hero to get their powers, and
In this case, it was more about controlling the powers.
it was like quick and it was like straight into it and then had flashbacks, which this one did too.
Mm.
Similar, but different a bit to Deadpool. I like how it was quick, but it kept with the story and made the story seem like still make sense.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense in the story.
And that's like kind of hard to do with superhero or just any movies to like make the big point happen without what happened. But this movie managed to was like still make it make sense.
Yeah, it felt natural. It really did. And I think it's helped by the fact that it was an amnesiac protagonist, which and also was done also in itself quite well as it is. Because I think I have mentioned to you personally that amnesiac stories end up being like really cliche, but here it felt like it made sense and natural.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it felt like what to say it made it helped with understanding. It really did.
And to me, it also like seemed more realistic because Batman, he fell into a pit of bats. That totally like, and Spider-Man gets bit by a spider that gives him powers, but like that's not realistic. This also, like, I'm not saying this was realistic, but it's more like, I don't know how to word this right, but more sense.
It made more sense, or
I don't know how to word it right, but by spiders, right? They don't give you powers. No,
yeah,
a lot of people don't shoot energy stuff and turn into freaking Captain Marvel. It just made more sense to me how she got her powers.
yeah. I find it actually quite interesting that they're plasma, right? They are plasma from memory, which is actually quite interesting until she starts finding them up in space, and then I get a little bit confused. And
Yeah.
that's probably just me though. I mean, yeah, it is probably just me.
Oh, and we can't forget the Stan Lee tribute at the start. That was amazing.
Yes, I loved the Stanley cameo at the start. It was
I would have just like it would have topped it off if at the very end of the movie it said "in loving memory of Stan Lee." That would have just topped it off. But I'm still happy with what they gave us. If you're confused at the very start of the movie, you know how it usually gives us like montages of the characters like Iron Man, the Hulk, Ant-Man, all that. Every character was replaced with Stan Lee.
It was
And then
amazing.
after it says Marvel Studios, it fades to black and then fades in saying thank you.
Yeah,
You can find it on
it is on YouTube.
Marvel.
Okay.
there was a couple videos I saw last night of it.
Okay.
Recording it, just the intro. It's the best. Any other characters that I want to mention about their?
So I say again, you cut out then.
You've been cutting out too.
I have been? Oh, that's great.
Are there any other characters about their origin?
Other character origins, I think that was like the only. Well, we did see a bit of what was it, Ronan Knight, Ronan the Destroyer.
Yeah, him.
We did get a bit of character origins of him from this. Not that much, but it was there.
Yeah,
And so character origins, again, bit of a mixed bag. But overall, it was quite good.
some were some were.
Some
The
were amazing.
Marvels was pretty
Some-
good.
yeah.
Using his eye, what's next? 5. Number 5
Editing.
or 6. 6, I guess, since we added the Stan Lee thing.
Yeah.
Editing.
So
Yeah.
I think the editing was great, especially, and
Yeah,
I'm
the
also going to
editing-
include the visual effects into this as well. The visual effects were amazing.
This is the part that you were talking of. This is what you said to me.
Mhm.
Me of Thor. The Marvel goes all Super Saiyan and she's glowing. It reminds you of Thor's the Rainbow Bridge.
Yes, it does remind me a lot of the Heimdall Bridge. That they use to travel like between like locations. It has that same color scheme.
And
You know, right?
well, not
I think that is a no then.
Are we good? Are we good? Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Did you change microphones? You sound different.
No, my microphone is popping out a bit.
Ah,
How's that?
that's good. Okay.
The glowing part of Captain Marvel when she was going with Super Saiyan. The Rainbow Bridge reminds me of the Bifrost.
Yeah, that's the one. Let's
And
see.
I was doing a bit of last night. Well, not exactly research, but I was watching some videos, and I didn't even think about this.
What's that?
It has to do with editing,
Okay.
right? Was
Yep.
edited to make him look younger.
Like Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah,
Ooh, that's
made
actually.
to make him look younger. I was watching a movie review, and the person pointed that out, and I was like, "Oh wow!" And they made this exact point that it was so good, you didn't even realize that it was like
Yeah. Now that you
was
mention
so.
it, I realize now that Samuel L. Jackson looks much older than that now. But yeah.
Like, look at him in the
Oh,
post-credit scene of Infinity War, and then look at him in so much younger. Like,
he does look significantly
good.
younger. Yeah. Phil Coulson looks the same though.
Yeah, he looks the same. And Nick Fury's face was like that was amazing editing.
Hmm. Yeah, that was actually really clever. That, like I said, I didn't even notice it until you mentioned it, and then I realized that.
Actually, neither did I until the YouTuber mentioned it.
Yeah,
I
that
was
is
like, "What?"
wow.
I was waiting to tell you that till this video because I wanted to get your reaction on that.
You got it. That is amazing though. I have to look him up in this movie now. Captain Marvel.
Just like, yeah, it looks. Oh man.
Yeah, he looks so much younger. It is absolutely amazing.
And the hang on, Captain. Let me just the scenes. I don't think this was edited. Yeah, no, it wasn't edited. Yeah, the costumes
Hmm.
have a change color in that scene when the little girl was changing the colors. That was pretty good.
Hmm.
That scene
Which scene again? Just
when the little girl was changing the colors of her suit.
yeah, that was an amazing scene in my opinion.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It
And
looked visually impressive and emotionally impressive.
emotionally,
Yeah, it just made me really happy.
I'm not gonna lie though. I find her old outfit that bad.
Yeah,
Like if they like red and blue one and went to the original, no, I wouldn't be that disappointed because I kind of like that suit how it is.
mm,
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I like it better than the new one. Don't get me wrong. The new suit, like the new colors, the red and blue,
are pretty good
amazing.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
but like you're saying, the original looks just as good.
the original is just as good, and that's like movies, with Spider Man, how he had that wrestler suit.
Hmm.
That was like, it's such a bad suit, and then you can't wait till he gets his upgrade, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, that definitely was missing that element here, but it still made sense though, and it
I
was
don't
still
mind
great.
liking the original outfit.
Yeah,
It's fine,
yeah,
but
it's
it's
good.
yeah. And at the end ish when she went all Super Saiyan and was in space flying around on and everything, and that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Um, what's it called? You always gave me crap for it when I was putting Waldo in my videos.
Yep.
Luminance
Luminous
match.
matching. Yeah.
Luminance matching was pretty good.
Yes, and I also like to point out with like the energy, which is this is a very hard thing to do. Well, at least when I do it anyway. When she casts it, it actually glows the environment. Did you notice that?
You cut out when she what?
When she uses her powers, she actually makes things glow, like the floor glow, and
I didn't even notice that.
in the right color too. Like so, it's just that when like there's like a blue light that comes out, the floor glows like blue. It is amazing.
I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
Yeah. Now they have done that before, but it's just still so impressive to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was editing.
The
So
editing was cool.
editing was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, editing was really good, especially on Nick Fury's face. It's that so good.
Okay, so storyline connected to the MCU.
So storyline, and then in brackets connected to Endgame or just the
I'm
MCU.
gonna say the full MCU because you know how this pisses me off.
I don't know. Something. Captain
Yeah,
Marvel was originally going to be introduced in Age of Ultron.
I did actually look. I did actually see that. Yeah, I was actually find that quite interesting
It's like
and
every day. I wonder how that would have turned out for Infinity War.
probably a bit better. But I imagine, but it makes sense in a way.
Would she have stayed? Would she have left?
Hmm.
I think because we said the story was good on its own and wasn't connected to the MCU because it was like its own story until around the end
Mhm.
when Captain America get America. I've probably said Captain America so many times in this video. Who gave the thing to Nick Fury where he can call her
The
around
pager,
the
yeah.
time when it started connecting. Fact, those parts. Which, yes, right after I talk, you can have your rant about the Tesseract.
Okay.
Wait, like the story, I guess it wasn't that good connected to the MCU because it was its own thing.
Oh.
And the post-credit scene, but again, this is my opinion. Mad would have his own opinion.
Yeah. I do have my own
Post-credit
opinion,
scene.
and
Yeah,
I'm about to
post-credit
scream my opinion.
Yeah, the end with the post-credit scene. It is Captain Marvel to the Avengers. The for me the great thing it did connecting to the MCU.
Mhm.
Right, go ahead.
Okay. The Tesseract bugs the crap out of me, and I'm actually looking at like the timeline of the Tesseract right now, and it still makes very little sense to me. So in World War II, right, in Captain America, they have the Tesseract, and it ends up being thrown into the ocean. And if you haven't seen Captain America, just go watch it. It's actually pretty good, reasonably.
Yeah, and in Captain Marvel, the Tesseract is in it, and then the cat eats it, and then
So
Nick Fury and all that.
I don't get how the Tesseract made it into space.
He glitched out to me then, but I'm pretty sure he said, "I don't get how the Tesseract made it to space."
Yep, that's exactly what I said. 'Cause it just doesn't make any sense to me. It's just so it's on Earth, and then so like Howard Stark gets it, who is, for those of you who don't know, is Tony Stark's dad and is one of the founding fathers of Shield. And then it somehow makes it to space. And I'm looking at the notes here. It says under undivulged circumstances, the Tesseract fell into the possession. Okay, yeah, that makes total sense. So basically, what they're saying is, you don't know how it got there.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the timeline now
Yeah.
about like the order you're meant to watch them.
Mhm.
Like the first is Captain America, and then the second is Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Captain America, the first Avenger, yes.
And then
So
it
Captain
goes
America,
to Iron Man, and then Iron Man 2 from memory.
yeah, it goes Captain America, Captain Marvel, the Incredible Hulk. I don't get
Oh,
how that connects to
I
it.
thought that one was ended up declared as non-canon.
And Iron Man 2, Thor, the Avengers, Iron Man 3, yada yada yada.
Yeah. And yeah, so that makes sense. So somehow it makes it to space. I, yeah. Okay, but
I guess in the post credit scene of Captain Marvel, it like had a time hop.
Mhm. And then there's like this whole entire like period where it's unaccounted for yet again until the year 2012, where the scene where basically the first Avengers movie happens, and then disappears to Asgard, which makes sense. So pretty much up until like 2012, like the entire timeline is just confusing.
If you notice in the post credit scene, Captain Marvel also had some upgrades to her suit.
I did notice that a little bit, yeah.
Go on YouTube and look up Captain
You cut out again.
Explained. I just went on YouTube. Captain Marvel Tesseract Explained.
Okay, I'll do that.
Like Tesseract Timeline Explained, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Infinity. That must explain it. We'll probably watch that after this video,
Probably.
and then in editing, or if after we watch it, we'll probably make an extra part.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Okay. So that's very interesting. And all that being said, it all makes sense soon. Anyway, so that's fine. So in total, like, the storyline connected to the MCU, yeah,
Opinion.
I don't quite get it at all because of like the whole Tesseract thing. But other than, like, ignoring the stupid dumbass Tesseract that I genuinely think is an entire plot device for the entire MCU at this point, yeah, it's pretty good. It holds pretty steady.
Well, I think the whole movie connecting to the MCU, and then at the end it was good.
Yeah.
Make it a bad movie. Let me just point that out.
It was not a bad movie. It was a good movie.
Dang,
I'm-
that does not make it a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still wouldn't say like the it isn't that poorly tied in. It makes sense, apart from the Tesseract. But yes, it makes sense. So, yeah, that's basically the storyline. Am I correct? So summarize that. Yeah. Okay. So yes, it's just in summary, storyline makes sense. A bit confusing in some parts, namely just the Tesseract. But yes, that's pretty much the tie-in to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which isn't that bad. Although it is, like, I think personally, the movie does do its best to stand on its own without being tied in, as if like it's expected people aren't going to watch this. Number
Or
7.
just forget.
Oh, that too. Or number 7. Points and details we like.
Alright. / details we liked.
Yeah. So,
I like how we're just silent.
do you want to start?
I kind of made Oh no, never mind. I didn't really have anything in mind when I thought of this part. I just
You thought I would? In which case I do.
yeah. Okay, you go. You go first
Okay.
then.
I absolutely love like how everyone's like scared of the cat. Like, oh my gosh, this creature terrifies me. And then like Nick Fury is just like, well, this little guy, Goose,
This little
adorable.
guy.
And then Goose turns into
It
a
just eats.
hyper being of just an octopus, I think, at this point. Tentacles
Actually,
spew out and stuff. It looks like he's like a spawn of like Cthulhu, which I also loved. Also post credit scene, where Goose vomits up the Tesseract.
This post-credit scene.
The post credit scene where Goose vomits up the Tesseract, right? You can probably say to this the herking noise that the cat makes. It's quite realistic, is it not? So when Goose starts vomiting up, I felt like this like sort of like panic to like go find the cat and throw it off like the floor or something because I was thinking it's gonna spew up like a mess all over. So I think personally like they nailed like the sound of like cats vomiting.
Okay, that's what Gooch the cat is, a flirkin.
Thank you.
Marvel flirkin.
Oh, that is actually really interesting.
As soon as the first scroll was like away from it, you don't know what it really is. I was like, all right, at the end of the movie, there's something's gonna happen with that cat. That cat's gonna go crazy.
I think at this point I'm just going to say that a Flurkin is basically a type of Kirby. Just me? Okay, probably just me.
I laughed. I was like, yeah.
I'm looking up Flurkins right now because I've never actually read about Flurkins before. Okay, so they are actually tentacles. Okay. I love how like the best example of a Flurkin is Captain Marvel's pet cat Chewie,
Yeah.
which I don't think we've seen yet.
That is, Chewie is Goose the cat.
It is?
Chewie is Goose the cat. Let's see.
Oh.
If you like Google Goose the name, trying to find the name Flerken. Chewie in the comics. Captain Marvel's cat does not exist in the comic, but under a different name, Chewie.
Huh.
After Chewbacca.
Well, there you go. I wonder how. Wait, how long do Flerkens live for? It doesn't say.
Let me look it up.
Oh, that's okay. So you remember how I mentioned yesterday about the MCU's identification number? It's not 99999. It's 199999. Gosh, how will people remember this? I will never know.
I guess there weren't really any good points and details I could pick out on because I'm not finding them.
Okay, so other points and details I liked was oh crap, what is it? Well, Blockbuster Video was a nice thing. It's a nice touch.
God, that was it.
That was my. I just love like that entire. I think the entire the entire section showed like dead dead companies. Like Radio Shack was in there too.
Like it really shows how long ago this is set.
I love that. Like Blockbuster Video and Radio Shack sitting right next to each other. Like, you know, this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
I actually can't even remember how long ago Radio Shack dissolved. I'm actually gonna quickly Google it. Radio Shack it closed in. Oh, okay. It's gone bankrupt several times. This helps. It went once in 2015, once in 2017, and okay, and then pretty much in 2000. Okay, that helps. That's gotta hurt though. It pretty much closes in 2000. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, there's a real plane called the Avenger. This is was
Oh, another detail. Sorry, continue.
it was the exact plane she had
Mhm.
at the end of the movie. How Nick Fury got the name Avenger was Captain Marvel's plane. It said Avenger on it.
It was its call sign, yeah.
I just googled it now, and there actually is a plane called Avenger.
Yep.
It does look pretty similar to the one she had.
From memory, I think they actually reconstructed that plane in Marvel canon.
There's a detail I liked. Got that was actually used in World War II.
Oh yeah, the Glimmer, yeah. Just
Yeah,
thinking of like
I like
the
that.
one that she was having, which was not that one in particular, because they had pretty much like what decommissioned her by that point.
And how Captain America, the first Avenger, like set in World War II. Oh, that's I like that detail. Not even a detail, but I still like it. Any other details or points you like?
I liked seeing the prototype Zephyr. I mentioned that to you. I really did.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed seeing it. It was really impressive.
This is one part that I wrote for reference and mention this again in references. Keep talking now.
Okay. Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, the Zephyr is like this little aircraft that that Shield has in their possession. They used to connect to like this massive Airbus. It's like it's a really interesting aircraft, and I got really happy to see it because like it was like this pre-finished product. It was really nice to see. I actually have to bring this up, man, just to look at it. I can't find it now. I found like one of the newer Zephyrs, but not the original, which was fun. Not like the first, not the first edition. I found one of the. That's fine, but I genuinely do love this thing. It's really impressive. This one, the remake one never actually got to do spaceflight, sadly. But oh well. Well, actually, no, it did. It did by using gravitonium. That's right, because that's a thing. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I have to look up Red Skull too because you think Red Skull is in
Okay, he literally is.
Avengers, which I don't.
Red Skull is in Avengers Endgame.
I mean, Avengers Endgame might make sense, but I don't think he is in.
Is.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Attack on Hydra's headquarters, last fight, legacy. Okay, no, you are right. He is the Stonekeeper.
Would you?
Ah. Despite what everyone on Earth believes, Schmidt did not perish from the Tesseract. Instead, he was teleported to the planet Verma, home of the Soul Stone, as punishment for his abuse of the Space Stone's power. Due to being trapped by himself, Schmidt was unable to take control of the stone for himself, and Stone cursed him into becoming his guardian for over 7 decades. So you're right, he's one of like the oldest people in the MCU. Okay. Yep, yeah.
I guess moving on before this gets way too long.
I'll give you a hint, it is about like 50 minutes already, so.
Points / details we didn't like. Couldn't
Hmm.
really find that much I didn't like.
Yeah, things that I didn't like. Huh. Well, as mentioned,
How Nick Fury lost his eye.
the detail I did not like was how Nick Fury lost his eye because it feels way too forced.
Yeah, it felt way too forced.
What else didn't like? I think it's pretty much it that I didn't really like. Oh yeah, another thing I didn't like. I didn't like seeing enough of Coulson. He shows up like what?
Yeah, I wanted more of him.
Like twice, 3 times in the thing.
It's like
Upset.
when the scroll that was portraying as him died. Coulson died
You
too.
pretty much never saw Coulson ever again apart from that one time. That was it.
I would have loved to see like Agent Coulson's reaction to seeing the scroll, like pretending to be him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird. It's very weird he only appears like once. Ah well. Now I actually have to look up the name of something, and so basically, yeah. So this is like the 2 things we didn't really like, isn't it?
Just quickly going back to editing.
Yep.
I just remembered the old lady on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't like makeup on of how like obvious you could tell it was a different actor.
I mean,
When she got punched,
it was
and when
it
she
definitely it just suddenly just switched to the stuntman. It was kind of obvious.
I mean, of course, it's not going to be an old lady,
Yeah.
but like they can do that amazing job on making Nick Fury younger. So you can make someone look older. Come on.
Yeah, so I'm mistaken by thinking it was the Sapphire one that prototype. It was the Quinjet prototype, which still looks absolutely amazing.
Guess we might as well get into references / Easter eggs since you're on it now.
Yeah, so I personally didn't notice that many. I just noticed like a lot of like as I mentioned, shot for shot references of like different movies, namely every single MCU movie. Just me? Probably just me.
I only caught 2 because you pointed them out.
Yeah.
One's all yours.
Yeah, so this doesn't look right. Alright, cool. Yeah, so okay, so there was like the shot for shot reference of like that scene in Avengers where like Iron Man goes up towards the portal firing his ion cannons, I think it is. I can't think of their names right now. Ion repulsors.
Also, cool little touch. At the movie started, we got the Avengers Endgame trailer,
We
like during the
did.
trailers.
Yes.
Dude, that was so cool.
It was very impressive.
I wasn't even expecting it, so like the whole cinema was quiet, and then I was just like, "Oh shit!"
Like, oh shit! We're going to watch this now, which I thought was actually cool.
Wasn't there another reference you caught that had to do with Agents of Shield?
Well, okay. Yes, I did catch like a lot of references to Agents of Shield because like a lot of it like is tied in. Like for example, the Kree as well. As I mentioned, the Kree are usually blue people. I mean, well, Kree warriors are blue, supposedly, but Kree themselves are like very weird apparently. I actually am going to have to look this up because I'm pretty sure most of them are supposed to be blue. Yeah, they're blue. And then so like for most of the part, because there are methods they can use to like become like Earth looking. I think one of them was hydrogen. I cannot remember for the life of me. But there's like a method that they can like if they inhale, it makes them go like white. But yeah, but like for some reason like they were already white, and I found that really weird. I actually do have that's a sip. Yeah, nitrogen. Yeah, so using nitrogen, they can make themselves look more human by turning their skin white. Yeah, so I find it a bit weird that what's his face was well, most of them when they met were already white, and it was a bit weird to me. As I was telling you in the cinema, like, aren't they supposed to be white? I mean, blue, green. But yeah,
Is that all the references you can think of?
that's pretty much all the references I can think of. Yes.
All right, so I guess the last one is rating.
Rating.
What do you give
Me,
it out of 10?
out of 10, Captain Marvel is going to get, I'd say, a 7.58.
7.58.
7.5 or 8. I don't know. For me, it's very difficult to like give something out of 10. Like, if I could give it
I'm
out of
gonna
a,
give it.
if I could give it maybe out of 100, it probably would be like a 77.
It's out of 100, it would be like the same as what I'm. Not you know what I mean. Probably about an 8 because like I like the action a lot.
Oh yes, the action scenes were amazing.
I would have liked a lot more action and more like hero versus villain fight scenes. The guy died and then betrayed her or something, and he was like controller, and how easily she took him out. Would have liked an actual fist fight for that part. At the end, when they were on that desert place,
Yeah.
I would have liked an actual fist fight scene. I give it
Yeah. I
an
mean,
8 out of 100. It
I'm
would be
quite
8.
okay. I'm personally quite okay with that, to be honest.
Well, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It's just like to make it a higher rating. I guess that's it.
And also, yeah. So for me, I'm very confused by Kree being not blue. I don't know why I find that so annoying to me, but like, yeah. But I think it might be just Kree warriors that are blue. No, no, most of them are supposed to be blue. It's so weird.
Uh, unless you've got anything else to say.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That,
I definitely want people to note that that Kree not being blue annoys me. That's just that's all I want people to know right now is that.
uh, it for the Captain Marvel spoiler review. Unless, have you got anything else to add?
Nope, that's it.
Well, 8 out of 10 for me, 7.5 or 8 out of 10 for him.
Yeah.
Well, no, I enjoyed the movie,
Yeah, it was a good movie.
and I don't know if Mad wants to join, but I will. A Spider-Man Far From Home and Avengers Endgame review.
Far From Home, I probably won't be joining you for because I will be. I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have someone else I am reviewing that with. So I think it'd be a bit.
Alright,
I think it'd be a
we'll
bit weird
do
if I
like
did too. But I think for Avengers Endgame, it probably will be with you. Yes. Yeah. So that's that one. And thank you guys all for watching.